Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sorry if I look like shit, but I've been sick for the past couple of days. So I want to talk about the Trump tapes. So for those of you that don't know, and it's crazy if you don't, a couple of days ago, the Washington Post leaked some audio of Donald Trump saying some stuff. He wasn't aware that his microphone was on, but he was talking to some people, and he said some somewhat vulgar things towards a woman, and people are saying it's basically the end of the world, it's the apocalypse. And just to give you the context, I'm just gonna play it for you right now.
You know, and
she used to be great. She's still very beautiful.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
Huge news there.
I took off her, and I moved on her like a bitch. I couldn't get there, and she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald is good!
Yeah, that's her, with the gold. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
So that's what it was. That's what was said, and that's pretty much the smoking gun, as some people are trying to say. I mean, I'm seeing people saying Donald Trump needs to resign. He needs to drop out of the election, and like there's all this damage control that needs to take place. And I'm just like, really? Is that what's happening here? I mean, I'll break that stuff down in a second, but just from hearing that stuff, I mean, you know, keep in mind, this was 11 years ago in 2005, and they basically want him to drop out for some somewhat vulgar things he said, you know, just over a decade ago. I mean, that doesn't sound very reasonable, and there's many reasons why that's not reasonable. And but before I get to that, I also want to show you that he apologized. So let me show you a little bit of that.
I've never said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not. I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them. Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. I've said some foolish things, but there's a big difference between the words and actions of other people. Bill Clinton has actually abused women, and Hillary has bullied, attacked, shamed, and intimidated his victims. We will discuss this more in the coming days. See you at the debate on Sunday.
So yeah, people are saying that, you know, no amount of apology can excuse what he said, and he's a sexist pig, he's a misogynist, and this and that, he hates women and whatever. And you know, but you already kind of expect this type of rhetoric. So I mean, I know everybody kind of knew this was happening, but it's just weird that how many people are like, gotcha. You know, gotcha. So the first thing that I want to bring up about why this is ridiculous, I mean, because most of the people that are making a huge deal out of this, I'm sure that they've also have spoken about women that way, or say even vice versa, women have spoken about men that way, like saying some pretty vulgar stuff, you know, like saying, oh, grab him by the pussy, you know. I'm like, oh, big fucking deal, dude. But the only thing that I see that's really bad about this is that, yeah, she was a married woman. That's pretty fucked up, because in my stance, I think infidelity or cheating is just stupid. Like, you know, I've always had the philosophy of just, if you want to sleep with multiple women, you need to just stay single, or be in a polygamous relationship, or be in an open relationship, you know, to where you can sleep with multiple partners and stuff like that. Otherwise, there's no excuse to cheating, you know. You're just being like trying to have the best of both worlds, but being a scumbag at the same time, you know. Like, there's other ways you can do that. There's other people that are willing to have those type of relationships. But the craziest thing that's coming out of this Trump tapes thing is just the people that, you know, like mainly liberals that are saying like this is inexcusable and stuff like that, and you know, they just hate Trump so much that anything is just a smoking gun. But then there's the hypocrisy, the Hillary hypocrisy, because Hillary Clinton has said way worse things than just this thing, like grab him by the pussy. Like, for those of you that don't know, like Hillary, you know, she was an attorney, and she got off a guy guy that raped a 12-year-old girl into a coma. And she said some pretty horrific stuff, so I want to play some of that right now.
In this affidavit seeking a psychiatric evaluation of the victim and signed Hillary Rodham, the rookie lawyer painted the victim as emotionally unstable, suggesting she'd brought false accusations like this before, that she fantasized about older men, and that experts say children like the victim tend to exaggerate or romanticize sexual experiences. Listen to her laugh describing the moment she delivered her forensic expert's findings to the prosecutor.
I handed it to Bailey Gibson. I said, "Well, this guy's ready to come from New York to prevent this miscarriage of justice."
Those recordings were played for the victim by Josh Rogan during his interview. Her reaction was anger.
When I heard that tape, I was pretty upset. You lied on me, and you're supposed to be it for women? Do you call that for women? What you done to me? And I heard you on tape laughing.
There is another piece of audio that Clinton's critics have pointed to for some time. Clinton on the same tape laughing about her client passing a polygraph.
He took a lie detector test. I had to take a polygraph, which he passed, which forever destroyed my faith in polygraphs. But you know what was sad about it was that the prosecutors had evidence.
Obviously, that's absolutely horrific. And not only that, Bill Clinton has a bunch of rape allegations, and people will say this. They'll say, well, they're just allegations, and which is insane to me, because these are the same people that are like, you should always believe the victim, right? You should always believe the victim. And all of a sudden, just because they hate Donald Trump so much that they're just doing these mental gymnastics to defend these people and become like what people call rape apologists. So you have like these cases of sexual assault, and like I guess there's been some rumors coming about of Donald Trump having some sexual assault allegations, and people are trying to get on that, but they're not talking about this, and their main defense is saying that Bill Clinton's not running. Bill Clinton's not running.
Really, nigga?
I just want to say that I'm not a Donald Trump supporter, but I have defended him multiple times because of how irrational people are being, They're being so irrational when he talks about illegal immigration, when he says, oh, Mexico isn't bringing their best people. And then all of a sudden people want to think that he's talking about all Mexicans, where I'm just like, just imagine if Hillary Clinton said that. People would be like, no, she's clearly talking about illegal immigration. Stop trying to spin things. There's this huge narrative, and there's this huge divide. The media is being so disingenuous, and too many people are believing them. People that I know and I respect, and I'm just like, what the hell's the matter with you? Like, you're willing to vote for this disgusting human being, Hillary Clinton, because you think all of this stuff about Donald Trump, just because he called Rosie O'Donnell fat or some other girl fat or something. You think he hates all fat women. It's just, dude, I've talked shit on fat women plenty of times. I don't hate all fat women. I know plenty of fat women that I love and respect, like, just because you're talking about an individual doesn't cover everybody. And that's what's happening with Donald Trump, and that's a reason why people are so sick of this narrative. And so people see this shift of the establishment, the mainstream media, all trying to shit all over him. So it almost makes them want to back Trump even more. And frankly, I understand, like, it's not enough of a reason for me to vote for him personally, but I understand why a lot of people want to vote for him, because they're like, dude, everybody's against him. Like, there's something going on, and we need to stick up for him. We need to root for him. And not only that, some of the stuff that he says sounds pretty decent too. And that's the thing. Like, if you cut through the bullshit rhetoric, like a lot of stuff that he talks about isn't even that unreasonable. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of this narrative. I'm sick and tired of you giving Hillary Clinton a pass. Like, I've seen way too many people saying that, oh, this was a long time ago when she said this stuff, she's changed and this and that. Meanwhile, I guess that same logic doesn't apply for Trump. I'm like, no, it's either all or nothing. All or nothing. And that's where I'm at. Like, either we're gonna keep talking about this garbage and you gotta be fair on both sides, or how about we leave this crap where it belongs, in the past, like stupid stuff like that, talking about grab them by the pussy. Why are we talking about this stuff right now? And the reason I'm talking about it is because I just want to show people's hypocrisy, and I want you to share this with people and show how irrational people are being, and maybe they'll start having a cooler and calmer heads, and they'll be on a more level playing field, and they can think that, like, all right, so why do I really dislike Trump? Not what people are telling me to dislike him for, but what reasons do I genuinely dislike him for? And then you can find that. And the same goes for Hillary Clinton, because, I think it's kind of messed up that we're not talking about their policies and certain things that they're running on. But at the same time, I will say that the things that Hillary Clinton has been a part of, you know, just even the clips that I showed you, is way worse than anything that Donald Trump has said. And that actually makes, like, she actually is a disgusting person for have done that stuff, you know. It's inexcusable to me. What Donald Trump said isn't inexcusable necessarily, but at the same time, he did apologize for being an idiot. And I mean, what else could you ask for him? Like, what, you want him to crucify himself? I don't get it, dude. So what do you guys think about this? Because I know I have people that are Trump supporters, they're not Trump supporters. I know I don't have very many Hillary Clinton supporters, or maybe I do and I'm not aware of it. But what do you guys think of this whole situation? Do you think Donald Trump should drop out because of this? And if that's the case, do you think Hillary Clinton should also drop out too for the stuff that I showed you? Or what do you think? Do you think this is just a huge clusterfuck? Do you think this is a huge distraction? Something that I didn't even really mention, but you know, there were some more leaks about Hillary Clinton emails, things that I don't even want to really get into, but people are saying this is just to cover that stuff, and it may be the case, but I'm just trying to just focus on this at hand, what people are talking about, and just trying to kind of like calm people down. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's get a discussion going. You all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go chill because I'm still kind of sick. All right, Papa bless.